David Beckham, one of the most famous footballers of all time. Known for his pinpoint passing, legendary free kicks, and global superstar status, Beckham was more than just a pretty face. From his early days in East London to becoming a global icon, his career became a unique blend of footballing brilliance and media magnetism. But how good was he really? Was he just a marketing machine, or did his talent truly match the hype? Today, we break down the career, skills, and legacy of David Beckham to uncover the truth. David Beckham was born on May 2nd, 1975, in London, England, into a working-class family. From a young age, Beckham showed an innate passion for football. His father, Ted Beckham, was a fervent supporter of Tottenham Hotspur, and young David would often practice with his father and play in the streets. This love for the game pushed Beckham to join the Tottenham Hotspur Youth Academy at the age of 14. But Beckham's breakthrough came when Manchester United came calling. In 1991, Beckham was picked up by United's youth team. His first team debut came in 1992, at just 17 years old. From the very beginning, Beckham's skill set was something to behold. While not the fastest or the most physically dominant player, Beckham had an incredible work ethic and a natural flair for creativity. He was already showing flashes of the player he would become. Someone who could dictate the tempo of a game with a single pass or a set piece. But it wasn't just his playing ability that began to shine through. It was his relentless determination and desire to improve. Beckham's crosses became legendary, and his vision to pick out teammates with the perfect ball across the pitch quickly made him one of the most important players in United's squad. By 1996, Beckham had become a regular in the Manchester United starting lineup, and he had also earned his first England call-up. The world was starting to take notice, but the defining moment of Beckham's career was still to come. Beckham's free kick technique became one of the most famous and effective weapons in football. While many players could take free kicks, Beckham's style was different. His ability to curve the ball around walls and into the top corner of the net was almost impossible to replicate. His famous free kick against Greece in 2001, which secured England's qualification for the 2002 World Cup, is still considered one of the greatest moments in international football. The ball dipped and swerved like a perfect curve, leaving the goalkeeper helpless. But Beckham wasn't just a free kick taker, he was a master of the dead ball. His ability to bend the ball, whether it was from a free kick, a corner, or even a long-range pass, was exceptional. One of Beckham's trademarks was his incredible long-range passing. He could deliver inch-perfect crosses from deep in midfield, finding teammates in space, often with only a flick of his right foot. Accuracy was his superpower. Beyond set pieces, Beckham's role in midfield was critical to the success of both his club and international teams. He played the role of playmaker to perfection, with his calm and calculated decision-making. Beckham was never wasteful with the ball. Every pass had a purpose. Whether it was a quick 1-2 or a 40-yard through ball, his decisions were always the right ones. But despite all these attributes, Beckham wasn't simply about technique and skill, he also had an incredible sense of football intelligence. His ability to read the game and position himself accordingly allowed him to make game-changing contributions even when he wasn't directly involved in the action. In the late 90s and early 2000s, Beckham became one of the key figures in Manchester United's domination of English football. Under the guidance of Sir Alex Ferguson, United won a staggering number of domestic and international titles, with Beckham playing a pivotal role. United's treble-winning season in 1999, which saw them claim the Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League, was one of the defining moments of Beckham's career. His cross to Teddy Sheringham in the 1999 Champions League final against Bayern Munich is considered one of the most iconic assists in football history. Beckham's success at United was marked by his growth into one of the best midfielders in the world. His passing and set pieces were key to United's dominance in both domestic and European competitions, and his leadership and professionalism were visible both on and off the pitch. But as his success grew, so did the attention. Beckham's face was plastered on billboards, advertisements, and even fashion magazines. He was no longer just a player, he was a global superstar. However, this fame came with its own pressures. The media scrutiny became intense, especially following his infamous red card in the 1998 World Cup, which many blamed for England's early exit. But Beckham didn't let the media criticism define him. He used it as motivation, coming back stronger and leading England to qualification for the 2002 World Cup. In 2003, Beckham made one of the most high-profile moves in football history when he left Manchester United for Real Madrid. His transfer was part of the Galacticos era, a period when Madrid brought together some of the world's best players, including Zinedine Zidane and Ronaldo. This move wasn't just about football, it was about business. Beckham's commercial value was immense. However, despite the media frenzy around him, Beckham continued to show his worth on the pitch. At Real Madrid, Beckham faced new challenges, playing alongside world-class talents like Raúl, Zidane, and Roberto Carlos. Beckham's role as the team's chief playmaker remained crucial. In 2007, Beckham helped Madrid clinch their La Liga title, further solidifying his reputation as a player capable of producing at the highest level. Yet, despite winning domestic titles in Spain, Beckham's time at Madrid was often overshadowed by his massive global fame. His presence was everywhere, from advertisements to fashion campaigns, but he remained a key figure in Real Madrid's attack. Beckham proved that, beyond his commercial influence, he was still a world-class footballer. While Beckham's football career was certainly his claim to fame, his influence off the pitch is equally impressive. His iconic partnership with Adidas, his highly successful H&M fashion line, and his roles in commercials for companies like Pepsi made him one of the most marketable athletes of all time. But it wasn't just the endorsement deals. Beckham's image became synonymous with style and elegance, with his ever-changing hairstyles and dashing looks becoming a hallmark of his public persona. However, Beckham's personal life also played a role in his legacy. His marriage to Victoria Beckham, former Spice Girl and fashion icon, drew significant media attention, with the couple becoming known as Posh and Becks. Together, they formed one of the most powerful celebrity couples in the world, helping bridge the worlds of fashion, sport, and entertainment. The couple's charitable work and high-profile philanthropic efforts added another layer to Beckham's life, showing his desire to give back and make a positive impact beyond football. David Beckham also expanded his legacy by investing in football through ventures like his ownership stake in Inter Miami CF in Major League Soccer. His influence on American football, especially in MLS, helped elevate the sport's profile in the United States. Now, the big question: did David Beckham's talent truly match the hype? On one hand, you could argue that he wasn't the fastest or most physically gifted player. He wasn't the best dribbler or the strongest in tackles, but what he lacked in raw athleticism, he more than made up for with skill, precision, and an unparalleled work ethic. Beckham's genius lay in his vision and execution. His ability to create chances from dead ball situations, his pinpoint crossing, and his tactical intelligence made him one of the best midfielders of his generation. He was a player who could influence a game without dominating possession, and that is a rare quality. But the real measure of Beckham's talent isn't just in his statistics or his free-kick goals, it's in his lasting legacy. He played in the world's biggest clubs, against the world's greatest players, and managed to not only maintain his status, but to grow it beyond football. David Beckham may have started as just another young footballer with big dreams, but over the years he became an icon. His career wasn't just about what he did on the pitch, it was about how he influenced the game, both in the UK and across the globe. Beckham is a bridge between football and pop culture, and his influence will resonate for generations to come. He was the first to truly blend football and celebrity in the way we see it today. And while some may argue that his commercial success overshadowed his footballing career, it's important to recognize that Beckham did it all. He won domestic and international titles, was a key player for his national team, and left a massive imprint on global football. Whether it was a free kick or a fashion campaign, Beckham was always in the spotlight. His legacy isn't just in the goals and trophies he won, but in how he changed the game forever. David Beckham, a footballer, a global icon, and one of the most influential athletes the world has ever seen.